where the sun meets the sky. Two old friends casting dreams, just a line or a sigh. Cliff and David, the kings of the reel, chasing the big ones, it's more than a deal. And with a rod in their hand.
Hello everybody, and I'm Cliff Witherspoon. This is David Stout, and welcome to episode 2 of our Real Talk podcast. And just as a kind of a quick update, you may be tuning in today thinking that you're going to hear all about high school fishing and some of that goes on in our area that's actually very, very impressive. But I ran into a little technical difficulty with that one, so we're just going to push that one back one, and we've moved this one up one. And this is actually one I'm excited about because it is my plan to learn stuff today that's going to make me a better fisherman.
Absolutely. And we got one of the best on Lake Hartwell with us. He was a Crescent High School angler at one time, moved on up into the college level, and I'm sure he'll keep moving up. We got Lane Clark with us today. Lane, appreciate you coming on here.
Hey, I'm glad y'all have me here.
Short notice, I know, but I knew you'd pull through.
Oh, yeah. We're super busy, as you can tell.
That's right. Lane, we'd like to talk today about catching fish. I mean, yesterday it was like 103 degrees outside. And, I'm not even getting my boat out of the garage, but I know you're out there in it catching fish. I couldn't catch fish in it. I wouldn't be able to catch fish in that heat, but y'all do. You're still weighing in 20-pound bags everywhere you go, and
week, I promise you that.
Yeah, it's getting tough, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But could we get a few, I guess, pointers, not secrets, not your. I mean,
Yeah, I want the GPS points.
Cliff wants waypoints, but
those are for the off the record.
All right, gotcha. All right.
But depth-wise, how deep are you catching these fish out here now?
I mean, it's still pretty similar. Your universal summertime, anywhere from 15, and now that it's getting hot, you're pushing out to like 35, 30 range. Anywhere around that, kind of pushing toward the river channel. But pretty much anywhere from 15 to 35, which is pretty broad, but it's really not.
Right.
For Hartwell standards, it's really not a broad spectrum of depth because, you can cover that 20-foot range of water in one place,
That's
especially
right.
good water. So, it's pretty broad, but those fish just kind of rotate back and forth. And especially since we're at Hartwell, this herring fish, we're lucky enough to where it's hot. That ain't no doubt, but those fish are always active and aggressive. So that's where, we actually get pretty fortunate with that. Even though it's really hot and you're fishing a little bit deeper water, those fish are always aggressive and active.
Right. You fish up on the tree. Do you get on the tree line, or is it everything before the tree line? Or pretty
usually, I try to start around the timber edge, which is naturally that 35 range. It's not a hard 35, but you're around it in that 35, and I'll go in, or basically in from that timber edge, that natural edge. And I feel like those fish, especially once it gets really, really hot, that's pretty much their main travel corridor is that edge in. And I feel like they use that edge and in to feed and be active.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you look for a variation of water temperature?
Not really around here. I know that's kind of, some people may hear this and go, oh my God, thermocline, water temp, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And you just, in my opinion, you really don't see that on Hartwell much. The temperature pretty much stays the same. You don't really have a thermocline affecting it, in my opinion. And if there is, it's super stupid deep. But for the most part, right now I fished this weekend. It was like 88, 89 degrees on the main lake. And that's pretty, you can't really escape that. That's pretty much all over the whole lake. It's high 80s, pushing 90s. So, I wouldn't say that I'd chase a water temp. I just kind of make it work, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It does.
It does. Lane is known as probably the best scoper on Lake Hartwell. But he also, him and Sean Clayton won a no-scope tournament this year.
Come on.
Hey, got some of my money, I might say.
Cliff was in that one.
Yeah.
But so you can catch them scoping or not scoping. But I'm sure you're scoping in this hot water.
Absolutely.
And,
And you can try your luck up the creek or something. And, especially, they're fluctuating in water a lot, so it's moving and it's, there's fish there. But when you can go and have a chance at 18 and 20 pounds offshore or a 5 or 6 pounder up shallow, it's just hard to find a happy medium for me.
yeah.
So
yeah.
I just don't like to put all my chips on offshore fish.
That's right.
Do you
That's
fish
right.
places? Do you have to see them on the scope before you fish the place, or will you just pull up and fish it anyway?
Oh no, I'm looking whole time.
Okay.
I mean, it's everybody. They're gonna rave about it. Oh, they're only throwing 10 times because they can see. I mean, but it's the name of the game. Welcome to the real world. Welcome to new times. Where I'll get up there and troll for 5 minutes. If I don't see nothing, I won't make a single cast.
Okay.
I'm just constantly looking.
Yeah. What type baits are you throwing presentation wise and all?
When it gets really hot like this, I'm still doing a lot of fluke and topwater fishing. 'Cause like I said, those fish are really aggressive. So I mean, if you can get a fish to see your bait, they're gonna eat. And it's pretty tough right now. I mean, I'm not even gonna short it or nothing. It gets really tough when that water starts pushing 90. But honestly, kind of a misconception that people don't realize, when it gets really hot, I think you start catching a lot more fish on topwater. And that's what I caught actually a fair amount of fish on the last couple of weeks, is just throwing a straight up topwater, just a walk bait, anything like that. And I don't really know what it is behind it, but for some reason throughout the whole entire summer around here, you'll catch a lot of fish, fluke fish and sabile, stuff like that. But once it gets really stupid hot like this, I don't know what it is, but a topwater just seems to start getting a little bit more bites. I don't know if it's these fish are really weird, like when I say they're super active and aggressive, they are, but at the same time, they're actually really hard to convince to eat and actually want to act on your bait. And I think a topwater just makes them, provokes them a little bit more.
I need to go re-rig my boat.
Fishing the wrong place, aren't
No
you?
doubt.
All right, Lane, you bring these big bags in just week after week after week, no matter where you're at. I know you was up north a few weeks ago with some good bags.
Hey, yeah, that's fun now. Now, it don't matter how hot it is up there. It's fun.
That's right. How are you keeping these fish alive on these hot days?
Man, we're going to unbiased, non-plugging. Man, I really do trust in 5 Alive live oil treatment. Just having something, it doesn't foam, doesn't get your water dirtied up. Because, if you notice you have a product that foams your water up, it actually puts a lot of I'm not real scientifically strong in it, but like the ammonia or whatever. If your water gets all foamed up, stuff like that, I feel like it dirties up your live wells and it gets your fish poorly. It gives them poor health. And so I really do like the 5 Alive treatment. It it's really clean, keeps your water clean, keeps your fish alive. But I always have ice. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to have ice. I don't care what you have, what you're using.
Absolutely.
You got to have a lot of ice, and you'll see a lot of pictures. Me and Talis run around. We'll have a 45 quart on the back deck. And like, oh yeah, these boys are having a good time. Well, I wish. It's just
It's ice.
But Saturday I went through 2 of the big giant 20-pound bags of ice just for a tournament till 12 o'clock. So
Wow.
I mean, ice is important. I like to run my recirc on my live wells. Sometimes I'll do it almost constant in intervals, but I do it in the fastest interval possible. Whichever, if yours has levels, I'll do it in the fastest interval for recircing possible. And I run my aerator pumps a lot on the fastest interval possible too. So you do go through a lot more ice and additive products too, just because you're obviously you're putting new water in a little bit. But I prefer that. It's like oxygen. It's replacing clean water in there. So you do have to replace a lot of it. Every couple hours you'll have to re-ice, treatment juice, stuff like that. But it's a little bit of a system, but it works. And you're gonna have some. You're gonna have fatalities every now and then.
Oh yeah.
But
That's
deep
right.
fishing, hook them in the mouth, the gills, the tongue, anything like that. It can mess them up. But if I usually follow those steps, I usually see a lot of success keeping fish alive.
Good deal. All
But
right.
I will say, I'll add this, give a little tip to anybody that's watching. Me and Talis had a debate last summer. He said, man, I really trust in fin clips. It's some people frown upon it, but I get scared fizzing fish in tournaments. during tournaments. I'll do it after, but I mean, let's be honest, I've had some fatalities fizzing fish. So I like to fin clip them during the tournament. But here's where a lot of people mess up. If you catch a fish out of 20 foot of water and you throw him in a live well and don't touch him for an hour or 2 hours, you look in there and he's turned up on his belly. It's like, oh, we need to fin clip him. Well, then you fin clip him, and then you look back at him an hour later and he's dead. Even with live well treatment in there, even with ice, oxygen, or whatever you want to do. But where people are messing up is, I don't care if you think that fish is good or not, you always clip them as soon as you catch the fish.
Yeah.
No matter how big he is, right. no matter how you cook them, no matter what you did, before that fish touches the live well, you clip them and throw them in.
Absolutely.
I think little things like that have a lot to do with it too.
Yeah, yeah. Fizzing fish is also important on these hot. They're so deep when you catch them deep.
Absolutely.
You got to fizz these fish. A lot of people don't know how. Y'all need to learn how to fizz these fish. Yeah. I know, we sell a kit that's got 4 bottles of treatment and 2 fizzing needles in it. Mm-hmm. And but y'all get you some fizzing needles. Learn how to do it. It's very important.
It
is important. And especially in the summertime, you're not fishing many big tournaments that make you take your fish and give them to release boats. So you've got time to go down to the dock or the ramp and fizz them.
That's
or at
right.
the end and fizz them. And and that's what I do. I mean, it takes a little bit more time. You're ready to go after you weigh in, or you're ready to go get your money, whatever. But if you take the extra time, there was a couple of guys fizzing them this past weekend in the water as we were weighing them in and dropping them back. And
yeah.
So it's important to know, there's a couple different ways to do it. So I would practice it and figure out your preferred method, of
yeah.
Do you only fizz them if you've seen them blow up, or do you fizz them whether they've blown up some or not?
In the wintertime, I fizz them like instantly just because but like summertime, honestly, for me, it's kind of like a 50-50 shot in my opinion. Okay. And that's just my opinion. I think some of them need it, some of them don't. I mean, like when I put my 5 fish back this weekend, only one of them needed it. Okay. So it's like, and I think honestly too, if you're clipping them as soon as you put them in there, I think it naturally, and somebody will probably be like, oh, that's not true. But I personally think naturally that fish, the air bladder deflates a little bit during the day if you've got it split correctly. So I think that helps a lot too. But usually I want them to tell me if I can, unless I know for sure, like wintertime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Another little shout out to Crescent High School. I know when Lane was fishing at Crescent, they taught y'all how to fizz fish.
Yeah.
They would. Crescent will go to the major tournaments, the BASS tournaments, MLFs, and all, and actually fizz the fish there for them before they put them in the boats.
Right.
And that's pretty awesome. That's awesome.
They got a good deal going on.
They do.
I was really appreciative of it when I fished in high school. They were really adamant on making us, or I wouldn't say, not making us, but really enforcing us to be active in the community, active to help in tournaments and stuff. And, doing stuff like that only helps you in the long run.
That's right. It does. Lane, I know you don't mind taking people fishing occasionally.
Oh, no. Anytime.
And you want to tell people how to get in touch with you if they want to go?
Yeah, you can find me on social media. Facebook and Instagram is the best way. My Instagram is just Lane Clark Fishing. And then, honestly, I have a fishing page on Facebook. But if you just look me up, my name, Lane Clark, on Facebook, shoot me a message, and we can figure it out and go fishing. I got some time available, and even during the school year, I got time. So I love to take guys out. Love taking kids out. We always have a good time. And I may not be a rocket scientist, but I do love sharing what I do know about some stuff.
Yeah.
And,
you'll take us old guys out too, won't you?
Hey, I don't discriminate. Come on.
All right.
Good time.
Lane, as always, we've watched Lane grow up fishing. Lane, when you started fishing 5 Alives, I think you was on maybe a 10-pound bag, and we watched him go all the way up to it's unlimited now. You never know what Lane's going to bring in, but
might be 12, might be 18. You never know.
It's fun watching them grow up like this, and Lane's fished with us a long time and done very well. And I'm sure you'll keep going up in the ranks. And
I sure hope so. I got some plans coming up, and we're just kind of holding on to see, and so looking forward to the future and what we got going on. So we'll see how it goes. One more year of college.
One more.
Do it.
All right.
All right. Well, Lane, I sure appreciate you, buddy, taking your time out this morning.
Oh yeah.
And I know it's a short notice, and we normally try not to do that, but
Hey, well, you got the right guy. Like I said, we're busy.
Thank you. We sure appreciate it. Thank you.
y'all
very much,
can
Lane.
give Lane a call, go fishing with him, guaranteed a good time.
Oh yeah, we'll have a good time. Give me a shout. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks,
All right,
Lane.
thank you, Lane. Appreciate it.
That was pretty nice.
Yeah, old Lane, he's good. He,
I am going to go retool my boat now that we've talked to him.
that's right, and go follow him around.
That's,
huh?
that's exactly, I'm going to find him.
Yeah. Y'all, Lane was talking about the 5 Alive live well treatment right here. It's available at Lake Hartwell Fishing and Marine.
Yeah.
David Stout Outdoors on website. You
Yep.
can order it right off the website. I'll ship it to you. But we'll use this or anything else. Use live well treatment. Use ice and live well treatment. Keep these fish live. It means a lot.
It does. It does. And it worked well for me. I fished a tournament on Russell a few weeks ago and had a live well full most of the day, and it kept them going. So.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we got a few things locally here we want to talk about. Coming up Saturday, August 2nd,
Okay.
if you want a chance to meet Hank Parker in person, get your picture made with him, whatever. They're going to do a breakfast at Concord Baptist Church in Anderson, South Carolina, from 8:15 to 10:15 in the morning. It's totally free. You got an RSVP. We'll have we'll put the flyer on our page, our Facebook page. Just RSVP on that flyer. Come show up. Get you a good biscuit. Meet Hank. Talk
That'd
to
be
him.
cool, yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
He's a great guy. Super good guy. Also, we have a meeting coming up. We have a lady trying to start a 100% female bass trail. Ladies of Lake Hartwell. They're going to meet Saturday, August 16th at Sportsman's Warehouse in Anderson. They're providing lunch, but you have to RSVP as well.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how that goes also. I sure am.
She is doing this to see what kind of interest is in it, whether to keep going forward with it or
Yeah.
not. So even if you're interested in it, you think you might want to do it, give her a call and let her know, even if you can't make it on Saturday, the 16th. Let her know so she'll kind of have
Absolutely.
an idea.
Absolutely.
I think it's a good idea if we can just get enough.
It is, and her heart's in it. She's trying really hard. So
She
if you
is.
have any inclination whatsoever about participating in that, reach out to her.
But we'll also have that flyer on our page. Her name's Kimberly McAllister. And also, last thing, real quick, we want to congratulate one of our very own right here, Tyler Campbell. Tyler went up to Chesapeake Bay in the Bassmaster Open and finished 8th. He had 17-pound first day, a 21-pound second day. And third day dropped off a little bit. He was in second going into third day.
Yeah.
Ended up in 8th, but hey, a top 10
Ain't nothing wrong
in
with that.
Open
Yes, sir.
elite qualifier, man. That's awesome.
Making us proud.
Good job, Tyler. Proud of you, buddy. And that's really about all I got.
And I do want to just remind everybody, if you're looking for tournaments on Lake Hartwell, hartwellbassfishing.com is a website I keep going, and I try and keep it current with all the upcoming bass tournaments. If you know of any that aren't on there, please reach out to me and let me know. I'll make sure that I get them on there, but just use it as a resource. That way you can kind of tell how busy the lake's going to be that weekend if you're going to go out.
That's an awesome site you got, too.
Well, thank you.
Awesome site.
But I think that's all I've got. How about you, Dave?
I think that's about it. Hey, in 2 weeks, we're going to try to have Crescent High School right here.
Yeah, third time's the charm, right? But thank you, everybody, for joining us. Help us spread the word, man. Let everybody know we got it going on.
Appreciate y'all.